The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler, January 25th, St Praejectus of Clermont. Called at Lyon St Priest, at Saint Priest, in Saint-Ange St Prae, at Paris, and in Picardy St Prix. The episcopal see of Auvergne, which was founded by St Ostromonius in the middle of the 3rd century, has been honored with many holy bishops, of whom 26 are ranked among the saints. Of these, the most eminent are St Elidius, called in French Alire, the 4th bishop, in 380, St Sidonius Apollinaris in 482, St Gallus in 656, St Priest in 674, and St Bont in 710. About the year 1160, the title of Bishops of Auvergne was changed into that of Clermont, from the city of this name. St Priest was a native of Auvergne, and trained up in the service of the Church under the care of St Genesius, first archdeacon, afterwards Bishop of Auvergne, and was well skilled in plain song, which was esteemed in that age the first part of the science of a clergyman, and in Holy Scriptures and church history. The parish of Issoire, and afterwards the nunnery of Candidin, now probably Chantoine, a convent of barefooted Carmes, were the chief theatres of his zeal, till about the year 666 he was called by the voice of the people, seconded by Childeric II, King of Austrasia, to the episcopal dignity upon the death of Felix, Bishop of Auvergne. Partly by his own ample patrimony, and partly by the great liberalities of Genesius, the holy Count of Auvergne, he was enabled to found several monasteries, churches, and hospitals, so that all distressed persons in his extensive diocese were provided for, and a spirit of fervor in the exercises of religion, and all Christian virtues reigned in all parts. This was the fruit of the unwearied and undaunted zeal, assiduous sermons and exhortations, and the admirable example and sanctity of the holy prelate, whose learning, eloquence, and piety are exceedingly extolled by the 2 historians of his life. The saint, on his road to the court of King Childeric, whither he was going for the affairs of his diocese, restored to health St Amarin or Amarin, a holy abbot of a monastery in the mountains of Vosges, who was afterwards martyred with him. This king caused Hector, the patrician of Marseille, whom the saint had severely rebuked for having ravished a young lady of Auvergne, a rich heiress, and having unjustly usurped considerable estates belonging to his church, to be put to death for this rape and other crimes. One Agritius, imputing his death to the complaints carried to the king by St Priest, in revenge stirred up many persons against the holy prelate, and with 20 armed men met the bishop as he returned from court at Volvic. 2 leagues from Clermont, and first slew the abbot St Amarin, whom the ruffians mistook for the bishop. St Priest, perceiving their design, courageously presented himself to them, and was stabbed in the body by a Saxon named Radbert. The saint, receiving this wound, said, "Lord, lay not this sin to their charge, for they know not what they do." Another of the assassins clove his head with a backsword and scattered his brains. This happened in 674, on the 25th of January. The veneration which the Gallican churches paid to the memory of this martyr began from the time of his death. His name was added to the calendar in the copies of the Sacramentary of St Gregory, which were transcribed in France, and churches were erected under his invocation in almost every province of that kingdom. The principal part of his relics remain in the Abbey of Flavigny, whither they were carried about the year 760. Some portions are kept in the Abbey of St Priest at St Quintin's, of the Congregation of Cluny, another in the Priory of St Priest near Bethune, and in certain other places.